So, I woke up to a pretty crazy announcement. Black Clover is set to be changing magazines, so instead of publishing on Shonen Jump, they will be moving to their sister company, Jump Giga. So, what does this mean? Basically, Black Clover will be dropping a chapter every 3 months. So that's 4 chapters in 1 whole year. Not because he obviously wants to, but because of his health. So I'll be praying for his well-being. Please get well soon. But this also means that Shonen Jump has just lost another big money maker. And it got me thinking, is Shonen Jump's manga declining in both quantity and quality? And if so, what's the cause of this decline? And what's the future looking like for this company? But before we talk about the future, we gotta take a little deep dive into the past. In 1968, Shueisha Incorporation launched Weekly Shonen Jump to compete with other huge manga magazines, Weekly Shonen Sunday and Weekly Shonen Magazine. While the targeted audience for shonen was young boys, a lot of adults seemed to be their main demographic, and thus, Shonen Jump started publishing more mature and daring manga series that wasn't afraid to deal with heavy subjects such as death, war, and even sex. This made Shonen Jump revolutionary, giving a platform to a new generation of mangakas who wanted to express themselves without fearing any interference from other big manga companies, which led to series like Mazinger Z, Barefoot Gen, and Playball. Then in the early 1980s, Shonen Jump sold more than 3 million copies. Around that same time, they would release series like Dragon Ball, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and Fist of the North Star, which are regarded as Shonen Jump's first worldwide successes. The golden age of Weekly Shonen Jump would continue in the late 80s and early 90s with a readership of 18 million, and series like Yu Yu Hakusho, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, and Hunter x Hunter, just to name a few. However, the golden age ended in 1998 after losing the spot of the highest selling shonen magazine for the first time in 24 years. Since then, the sales and readership have been on a steady decline. In November of 2002, Viz Media started publishing English translations of Shonen Jump magazines for an American audience. The magazine would drop monthly instead of weekly and would include 1 chapter from 4 different manga series, and include articles from Japanese culture, video games, anime, and figures. It was pretty successful with a monthly circulation of 215,000 in 2008. In 2012, they released their final issue, and 6 years later, in 2018, launched their Shonen Jump app. The app would provide readers with limited free chapters and a subscription to access every Shonen Jump series they've ever published. As of now, Shonen Jump is still going strong and is the biggest manga publication in the entire world. While the West stopped publishing magazines, in Japan, Weekly Shonen Jump can be found almost everywhere. However, with the release of the app, more readers are switching to digital than actually buying a physical copy. I can't say that the app is perfect, but it's the best way to read new series and to catch up on the latest chapters. And while I mentioned the golden age for Shonen Jump was in the early 80s, for the West, the real golden age of manga was in the 2000s, with the big 3, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. And as more series have come to be published, Shonen Jump has put out more massive properties under their belt like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and many more. However, as of writing this video, not only has Black Clover left Shonen Jump, but huge series like Michelle, Dr. Stone, Haikyuu, Demon Slayer, and many more have ended. In their current catalog, most of their big hitters like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, and One Piece are close to ending. Boruto and Super release a chapter a month, Spy Family, Chujin X, and Kaiju number 8 are releasing 2 chapters a month, and other series are either on hiatus or cancelled after 10 to 20 chapters. A majority of Shonen Jump's identity is soon to be gone from weekly releases, but that bears the question, what's next for Shonen Jump? First, we gotta ask, can Shonen Jump have another big 3? The Big 3 is a term given to 3 series that helped catapulted Shonen Jump to where they are today, with its worldwide popularity and longevity. The manga community would consider this generation's choices for the new Big 3 as either Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero, Black Clover, or for some reason, Boruto. However, this new generation is more complicated to decide. Looking at the roster, Shonen Jump makes it pretty easy for us by canceling a ton of series. From 2018 to 2023, over 50 manga series have been cancelled. They weren't all bad. Some had pretty good story premises, but they were never able to get an audience or supporters while being serialized. So at least most of the series being released right now have some kind of an audience. Then we look at some of the longest running series at the moment, but even series with 100 or more chapters out, their popularity and sales don't even reach the top 5 best for Shonen Jump. However, if we look at popularity and sales, we have 3 possible contenders. We have Chainsaw Man with 4.5 million sales, Spy Family with 2.7 million sales, and last but not least, Sakamoto Days with over 1 million sales, all in the first half of 2023. These are all great choices, but even then, there are still a lot of potential big 3 runner-ups like Undead Unlock, Kaiju number 8, or even Blue Box. Or maybe we just haven't even seen any contender for the next generation's big 3. But another issue is that there aren't a lot of series releasing weekly. Shonen Jump have a ton of long-running series moving to bi-weekly or monthly schedules. And the way to really fix that issue is to basically release more series. We do have Kaiju number 8 publishing bonus chapters saying that they need a break for a bit to cover up that weekly schedule. But other than that, there's not really much else they can do. And the problem with releasing more series is most likely most of them are going to be cancelled anyway. The job of a mangaka is very hard, especially for weekly releases. So I think more Shonen Jump breaks like what we had with issue 38 would benefit the creators and the company as a whole. More breaks would mean better quality, even if it means sacrificing quantity. But at the end of the day, Shonen Jump would always be here, even when JJK, One Piece, and My Hero are finished. It's weird to think about, but it's also really exciting to see. And that's the beauty of this whole situation. We still have 2 to 3 years left till these 3 reach their finale, but we'll still have Chainsaw Man, Blue Box, and many other series releasing every week. And we still have great series publishing chapters, even if we have to wait a week or month more for some better quality. Even then, we get a new series almost every month or 2, so we get to hopefully see the start of a bigger franchise in the making. We're already seeing that with series like Wild Strawberry, Shoujo No, Do Retry, and Icehead Gill. I just hope that they don't get cancelled as soon as this video drops. But that's it for this video. What are your guys' thoughts on the future of Shonen Jump? Are you guys nervous? Are you guys excited? What is your pick for the next big 3 of Shonen Jump? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.